Welcome back. We're in the shop. It's me and Justin today. Casey decided to abandon us on Garage Night.
What a bum. What, Casey? While you're editing this,
We're so disappointed.
we're disappointed in you.
So disappointed. But we don't really have any parts in, so what we're planning on working on tonight is some body work. Metal work.
Yay!
Yeah. So we've got a couple dings in the hood we're going to try to pull out. We'll go over what we're going to do for that here in a little bit. We also have the bumper the bumper cover we need to disassemble because it still has fog lights and turn signals and all that. We need to make sure that we have everything ordered that needs to be ordered. So while Justin is sanding down the paint on the hood, I'm going to disassemble the bumper. And then we're going to attempt to fix this fender.
I was hopeful until I seen it, and I'm a little less hopeful, but we do have some cool tools that we'll show you as we go that may help out. I don't know. We're not body men.
No.
So we're not even mechanics.
We're not.
So
we're not.
Neither one. So we're going to try it out. We're going to try our hand. These parts are unbelievably expensive, and they're hard to get. So if we can save something like a fender and definitely the hood, that's what we're going to try first. We may be unsuccessful, I don't know, but you're going to make fun of us, you're going to laugh. I'm sure all these body men out there that may watch are going to be rolling over at us, but we're going to try. So we'll show you some stuff that we're going to do. Just watch us work and we'll key you in on what we're doing.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, as we said, we're going to start working on the hood first. So I've got my PPE on. They make fun of me because I can't hear, so I'm preserving what little bit of hearing I have left. But as you can see on the hood, we'll drop it down so you can kind of see what we're talking about. When this thing took a hit or an impact on this side, there's a crease here, and then there's a fold here. There's nothing up here or anything that I see that kind of stands out, but this is the main area right here. One of the concerns is there is a body line that runs all the way across this big crease. And if you look under it, of course, it's got a skeleton. So about right here is the crease that we're looking at. Now we could drill these drill holes in it right here and push it out, but I've got a tool that we're going to try for that here in just a minute. But I have another tool. We're going to grind some paint off of this thing with this fancy tool right here on the Milwaukee. It's actually a Rolock style bristle brush, and I think you can get these things in different grits. I think the different colors are different grits. I got this one at Napa, and they're probably a lot cheaper on Amazon. I hate to say that, but they are. So you can get different colors for different grits. It's less abrasive, especially on the metals to get down. We don't want to grind a lot of the metal. So I'm going to see what this thing does on here, get down to the metal, and then we'll pull out the other tool and show you kind of what we got there. So watch this, see if it works. It may not even work, who knows?
Of course, we're using Milwaukee tools.
Yeah.
Like always. Milwaukee, if you want to sponsor us, we could use more.
We would take it.
Definitely. Different battery?
No, it's got full battery. Who knows? Milwaukee, what's up? Let's try a different speed.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so that was just a little bit of work. Something's definitely up with the Milwaukee, go figure. But we did get it down pretty good across the seam here. So we will now, or I can take off a little bit more here in a minute, but we can show you the other tool we got. It's a Harbor Freight Special, so I've used it before. It worked really well, but it's actually a, Logan, if you turn the camera over here, you can show them our nice, neat dent repair, stud, spot welder, puller, gun thingy.
That's right.
So it works. It works good. So we'll run a couple of studs across the top, and we'll kind of show you how that works and see if we can get some of that dent to kind of come out a little bit, and then we'll work the bottom with the hammer and dollies. We'll show you that here in a minute too. Bang, 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 bang. All right, we got the stud welder out. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about this.
Oh my God.
But we got some ground down all the way to nice, clean, new, shiny metal. So there is a crease or a body line that runs right here, and we do have a crease down here. So first, I think I'm going to try to go below right here in this crease and see if we can get some of this to pop out.
If we can actually see that.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, yep.
This is not supposed to be here.
Right.
This is.
Yeah.
This is not. So maybe if we can get some of this to pull out right here, it may lift some of this if we come below it. I don't really want to put the studs across this line right here because we may wind up messing it up worse than it already is. So
let's talk about how this works a little bit.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is you've got these little studs. Can you see that?
He's right here. You can't see him.
You can't see me.
There he is.
But these little studs go in the end of the stud welder.
Yeah, it's right here.
So puts it in there, and then all he has to do is whenever he pushes this, it actually comes in a little bit, it insets a little bit, and that kind of creates a ground.
Yeah, I think it is a ground, yes.
Yeah.
And then you got your ready to go button on the back. Once you're down on the metal, got a good good pressed up against it, pretty tight. I did this once before, but once you press it pretty tight on there, hit the button, a couple seconds, you'll see some blue goodness go on, and then just pull it off and move on to the next one. But we'll put one on there and kind of show you, and then we'll show you the tool that you use to kind of pull it out. It's a really neat little slide hammer. So,
and remember, professional welder right here.
Stud welder. Anybody can do this.
All right.
So we're going to come right about here, and we'll see what happens. Nothing.
There she is.
So there we go. We've got our first.
That one's probably not on good.
No.
Definitely not.
Not.
Good news, bad news.
Yeah, funny news.
There's no real good news.
No, there's not any good news. We didn't burn it down.
That's right.
But we did find something out. Listen, again, we're not body men.
We're not mechanics.
We're not metallurgists.
Yep.
We didn't look up this part before we did this.
This is a magnet.
Show them.
What does a magnet not stick to?
A lot. Aluminum.
Yep. Aluminum.
Yeah. So when you put a stud gun on aluminum, you know, just looking at it, it doesn't look aluminum, but it didn't stick. So we have an aluminum hood, and we have a huge dent. So what can we do? Plan B, don't make fun of us. We're going to try to come from the bottom side and see if we can get some of this to push out. I said it earlier, we may have to drill some holes, maybe, but I think we can get this big dent out right here with just the hammer and the dolly set. So Logan can flip over here now and show you our cool hammer and dolly set. Thanks, Dad. Awesome Christmas present. I've used it once, and we're going to use it in here. This is a Martin set. I'm not sure where it came from.
I'm assuming Jegs.
Maybe Jegs, because it's got Jeg stickers in the box. Really nice hammer and dolly set for repairing and doing body work. So, you know, I wouldn't use these as roofing hammers or anything like that, but we're going to try our hand at this and see if we may be able to knock out that big dent in the front, and then we'll kind of concentrate on the spot that we ground down, and then maybe move on to the fender. Logan's still working on the bumper, so we'll give these a try. Not an expert, again, obviously. You've seen what we did there, so we're not experts, but we'll try to get that dent out and watch a little bit of footage of us knocking the dent out.
We'll try again.
Take two.
Bit of progress. Casey did none of this, by the way. This is looking good.
Yeah,
so
a lot better.
This is really, really close, and I don't know that we're going to get much closer without having the bumper and having it fixed up to see exactly where you need that gap to be, but this is really, really close. Looking good there. Now, the other thing I did was I sort of quasi-mounted up the fender. And you can see that this fender is pretty well toast, yeah.
Oh, well.
So, I mean, this is pretty rough. It's got a nice little crease in it here. This is not difficult to pull out. That'll be easy.
Yeah.
The major thing is back here near the door. It looks like whenever they took this off, they
peeled it off.
They peeled it off instead of, you know, pulling it out properly, because the side skirt's still connected, and really to remove this properly, you do have to remove the side skirt. So you can see that there's a significant gap here.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to try to, this is creased, we'll have to pull that out and then try to get this out. I mean, we're probably off ½ inch.
Yeah, probably so. It looks like
a ½ inch up here. So all of this is kind of caved in.
Yeah.
We'll play around with it a little bit and see what we can do, but if we're out $400 on a fender, then we're out $400 on a fender.
I was going to ask you, how much is it? It's $400, right?
I mean, at least.
So that's, you're probably thinking, why are y'all messing with a fender that looks that bad?
Yeah.
Number one, we want to try just to see if we can do it.
That's right. What's it going to hurt?
Yeah, it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
Number two is it's $400.
$400.
So, I mean,
and
even,
that doesn't include paint.
Yeah, that's not paint too, and labor, which we, you know, obviously labor is nothing, but we do want to learn as we go and see how bad we do it or how good we might get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you can watch us as we kind of fiddle here. We're back. I'm going to put a tiny hole in it.
A tiny hole. This is ½ inch bit.
Yeah, it's just a tiny hole. Just enough to get a punch or something up in here. So there is a dent, a pretty major dent still right across that crease. So I think if we can drill a hole right here on the underside of the skeleton, probably get something up underneath there to push it out. Real bit. Take number 2. So we've got the fender mounted up. Right here, as you can see, is crunched up something terrible where the headlight goes. So, theory sometimes does not work. We're going to try to put a stud right here on the end.
Yep.
And pull this off. We're probably going to pull the whole end of metal off, but it's worth a shot.
Or it's not going to stick.
Yeah, it's not going to stick, but I think it is steel.
Look at that. What's wrong?
Yeah. I breathed a little bit of that up right in my lung hole. So we'll
let that cool a little bit.
It's cool.
All right, guys, the end of the night. So it doesn't really feel like we got much accomplished. It's about 8:30 now. We started about 5:30, so about 3 hours of work. That's normally 3 to 4 hours what we were able to do on on Friday nights.
Yeah. Hey, we work full time.
Yeah.
This is just for fun. So we're limited really on time, what we can do. I wish we could spend all day in here and get a lot done, but 4 hours, that's, or 3.5, so a pretty good amount of work for that. Taking apart the bumper, fixing this issue here that we had.
Yep.
Working on the fender. The fender's no good. So it looks like we're going to order.
Yeah, we'll go to Ford. We'll see what we can get from Ford. Hopefully that's something that's easily attainable. We don't know right now. The pandemic kind of has everything all messed up to where you never know. They could have it in stock.
Yeah.
Or it could take 3 months.
Or if you guys know where we can get a fender or parts, potentially. We've looked and scoured. And of course, you have your Ford parts. You have, places that sell other parts. And some of these are limited. So even if you know of a local junkyard, to us, let us know. Hit us up in the comments.
Yep.
But I think that's it for tonight, guys. If you like our content, which we hope you do, be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. See ya!